All right, now we're going to talk about the grip on your knife. This is really important because a knife isn't much good to you if you can't keep a good solid grip on it. Now, we don't have any rain right now, thank God. I wouldn't be out here filming this if it was raining. Um, but it is cold, it's a little bit icy, so this is a good opportunity to talk about what might happen if I had my gloves on or if my hands were slippery. In fact, I'll go ahead and put one of my gloves on just to show you how these grips work out. I'm going to start off with the U.S. Marine Corps fighting knife by Ka-Bar. This has a really good grip to it. As you can see, my whole hand fits on the grip, and there's room if I had larger hands. It's a nice solid grip. The only complaint I have is that this leather this leather trim around the handle is a bit slippery. Now this is offset by the ridges in the handle. That provides a little more grip to it, but I would still be very leery of using this knife in a wet situation or any time that my hands were iced over or my gloves had snow on them. It might be a little bit too slippery. Next, I've got the Gerber BK2. I'm sorry, not Gerber. Ka-Bar BK2. Um, this has a nice solid handle. It doesn't have any texturing to it, which is a little bit problematic, but it is rough enough that if my hands were slippery, it wouldn't move around too much. Um, it's a pretty decent grip. My only complaint about the BK2 is that the grip is just a tiny bit short. The handle is a little bit short. I have fairly medium to small size hands. If you're a guy with bigger hands, this knife is going to be a problem for you. It's going to cramp your pinky, and you're going to get hot spots on your pinky. You may even have your pinky riding along the butt end of the knife, which isn't really safe. Next up, we've got the Ka-Bar BK7. This has the same style of handle as the BK2. Um, it's a little bit longer though. So with this handle, you've got a little bit more room if you've got larger hands. And it feels pretty solid. I don't really have to worry about it slipping. And I don't develop any hot spots when I'm working with it when it's hot out. Now we come to the Gerber LMF2. This is a fighting knife. It is a survival knife. It's actually designed to bust through helicopter windshields. Um, that's what this pointy end is at the end of the butt stop, at the end of the pommel. Um, Nice texture on the grip. This provides a lot of slip resistance, and I don't have to worry about this slipping out of my hand or flying out of my hand when I'm chopping. It also has nice ergonomics to the pinky. Again, this might be a little bit on the small size if you've got larger hands. So far, of the knives I've looked at, the Becker Ka-Bar BK7 is the best for people with larger hands than I have. Finally, there's the Fallkniven, our Swedish knife. This, once again, has a very nice texture on the handle. Um, it's a good grip. It's got room for larger hands. It's a little bit plain though. It doesn't really have any ergonomics built into it other than the slight belly on the handle. Um, Still, it's a decent handle. It doesn't slip out of your hands. It's a decent handle.